Our next bout is in the UAE Warriors welterweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a kickboxer standing 6 feet tall, official weight 169.1 pounds. He has a professional record of 6 wins, 2 losses. From Turkey, now fighting out of France, please welcome Mikhail Leclerjon Bayram. And now let's welcome his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestler standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 169.7 pounds. He has a professional record of 6 wins, no losses. From Uzbekistan, now fighting out of Dubai, UAE. Kotam Whitewall Nazarov. The referee in charge, Dan Bahedi.
Sportga qiziqadigan aziz obunachilar, adrenalinga boy musobaqalarni ko'rib, mo'maygina pul ishlab olishni xohlaysizmi? Buning yo'li juda oson. Birinchi kommentariyadagi ssilka orqali ro'yxatdan o'tib, kafolatlangan 3 million so'mni qo'lga kiriting. Omadingizni sinab ko'ring.
Really coming out straight at the gate with a lot of pressure, not giving Mikhail Bayram any opportunity to escape. And he's got the double clasped around the waist. Bayram just aware of the ride, doesn't want to be taken down again. Trying to spin around. Kotam by Nazarov is just glued to the back of Mikhail Bayram, not giving any space whatsoever, not letting him turn in, just putting in that left shoulder pressure up against the chain link, trying to get the trip. Bayram tries to come around the outside of the octagon to escape, and he's going up high but nowhere near. But Nazarov still with that double clasp. Finally, Bayram's able to turn around and disengage, and the high kick blocked as well.
Bayram straight on the offense, trying to get the round back. Exactly what he needs to do.
Bayram wanted no business being on the bottom against a wrestler.
Oh, it's a big shot.
Beautiful right shot.
Took it well. Got his respect there, didn't he?
Again, going for the double, goes, settles for the single. Nice balance from Bayram. He's got the neck.
Looking for guillotine. No, it
pops out though, but it was a good way of defending. Oh, some good shots from Boy Nazarov in reply. trying to use the shoulder strike to see if he can create some space. At the moment, it's Boynazarov just trapping the leg between his thighs. Bayram gets it out now. Some more big shots. Boynazarov pushing Bayram back into the turnbuckle.
You know, he came in with 3 weeks' notice, but he's setting a hellacious pace. He's obviously in good shape.
Yeah, Boynazarov's got absolutely fantastic cardio. It's one of the weapons that he uses.
Oh, big knee.
Nice knee up the middle from Boynazarov. Carl Bayram's corner. Ale trying to get him to get his offense going. He's cutting the corners. He's pulling out that right jab though.
Oh, big shots, Boynazarov. Everything's landing on the shin of Bayram there.
Oh, another great right from Kotan Boynazarov. Big bowling overhand left from the southpaw.
I enjoyed that round.
Back and forth, wasn't it, lads? But certainly a great display of just good grappling. It was a very spectacular spinning turnaround. You guys saying how unique that was in terms of a takedown.
Boynazarov took him down multiple times in the first round. Bayram showed certain urgency to come up, trying to keep the fight on his feet, but he's not being successful at the moment.
At the end of the round, we saw Boynazarov throwing hands and he was landing at will. I think the wrestling attack really opened up, brought his hands down a little bit, and that's something that needs to be addressed in round 2. Boynazarov taking the ground approach between rounds, preferred by some, but he was looking in good shape today.
Just towards the end of that round, though, we were talking what great cardio Boynazarov has, and yet he was his mouth guard was showing, and he was sucking a lot of oxygen towards the end of that round. Let's see what he's got, but certainly didn't want the stool and just laid flat out on the canvas. Meanwhile, Mikhail Bayram's coming out to the center of the octagon. Referee Dan Moverheady telling him to move back. It looks like the French-based Turk is willing to start getting that one round back. Pouring out that right jab with Boynazarov. Bayram's trying to try and cut the angles off.
Nice shot, but too far out.
Easily stuffed Mikhail Bayram. Now he's coming to hunt. Boynazarov has a nice counter to that though. Bayram has a habit of when he tries to rush back into the pocket after disengage, coming in with his hands low, Ollie. We saw a fighter do that last night at Grigor's 43 and he got caught, and he got caught there, did Bayram. Again, the takedown stuffed. Some nice combinations from Boynazarov and a good knee up the middle as they separate.
Yeah, aggressive starts on round 2 from Boynazarov. Bayram eating some knees in the clinch. Some shots up close, but still walking forward. The double leg takedown of Boynazarov seemed to be a little bit slower than it was in round 1.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same urgency in his shoots, does he? And they've all been stuffed by Bayram in the second round. That being said, the offensive output still goes with Boynazarov for this round as well. At the moment, Mikhail Bayram's pressure is not really paying off.
That was nicely timed.
And this is not exactly what I want to be here. Hugo, you were talking about in that first round how Mikhail Bayram didn't really want anything to do with the ground game of Kotan Boynazarov, and here he is on the back attack.
He's looking for the hooks now, as opposed to just controlling them down to the floor. Trying to get the back control. Bad position here for the shots.
Nice big right from Boynazarov. Letting go at the moment. High right knee. He's trying to see if he can spin around. Nice knee to the thigh. Boynazarov again, not letting go whatsoever. Bayram goes for another ride. He's starting to get ragdolled down to the ground every time he gets back up, and that's going to suck your cardio.
Big ground and pound. underneath.
Oh,
He's eating some of them.
It looks like Bayram's just being manhandled by the wrestling style of Benazarov.
Yeah, Benazarov creating a lot of problems to Bayram.
A little wobble from Bayram. He's not looking too good at the moment. Needs to push out of it, throw his own shots. There you go.
He's got a decent left, bit of head movement, but needs to get away from the fence. Before Nazarov starting to tee off.
Bayram looks gas out.
Another left hook.
An exhausting style of fight.
Nice takedown when he's mounted now in a seated position. Is Bayram. He's giving up his back. Well, Nazarov can flatten him out here, but meanwhile he's just winging in the shots from the side. He's got to be careful about giving up his neck, and he's got it.
He's in.
It's in deep, the rear naked choke.
That'll be that.
Well, Nazarov's looking good, and Bayram taps.
I think that was an offering. He was tired and suffering.
You think he wanted a way out there?
I don't want to say that. I wouldn't say it about another warrior, but I think his body was struggling and he wasn't adapting to the fight very well.
It's just so much effort to get up every time you get taken down with the guy pounding on you, so that took a lot of his energy, and eventually he had no answer for the power